Jadon Sancho, once known as one of the most promising football players in the most recent times, joining Borussia Dortmund a few years ago and just absolutely balling out there to getting his highly anticipated Manchester United move. But ever since he's joined the Red Devils in the Premier League, things have not looked good for him at all. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the dilemma of Jadon Sancho. Yo, what is going on, my YouTube people? 2099 back here with another video, and in today's video we're going to be discussing over Jadon Sancho's time at Manchester United and what is really going on with him recently, as he has been in the news a lot and just a lot of things are going on with him, and it's not cool to see. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to smash that subscribe button and like the video as well. It helps the channel massively. If you guys want to join my socials, my Discord, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all those things will be down in the description for you guys to check out. And without further ado, let's get started. It is important to know that Jadon Sancho is first and foremost a very good player, right? We've seen how brilliant he is with Borussia Dortmund when he was playing with players like Jude Bellingham and Erling Haaland and such. And it seems that those two players, Haaland and Bellingham, are now doing well with their respective teams. But now, Jadon Sancho himself is finding it very hard at Manchester United. It's been a very rocky few years for him ever since he moved. It was a highly anticipated move, like I've said in the beginning. Everyone was excited to see him play, and it's just such a shame to see what's going on with him right now. Now, a little bit of context: he was actually injured quite a lot, so he did not, I guess you can say, he hasn't played that much with Manchester United in hindsight when you really do think about it. But for the games he's played, I mean, he had a very good, few sets of games, and there's also been games where he was just not up to par. But regardless of that, he's a very young player. He has all the time in the world to become better and better and better. So that wouldn't really worry me. What does worry me is, well, first of all, the price tag that they bought him for. They bought him for a lot of money. And to see him being treated like this is kind of sad and kind of shocking as well. If you guys have been living under a rock and don't really know what's going on with Jadon Sancho and Erik ten Hag, essentially a few weeks ago he was actually dropped from the Manchester United squad, and Erik ten Hag came on this press conference and said that he needs pretty much players that are always ready to come for training and such, and players that are punctual and present and there. And a few days later, Jadon Sancho himself released a statement saying that he is pretty much a scapegoat, that they're lying on his name, and that he has been very good in training, he's been behaving well, etc., etc. So all these are disciplinary issues, and it's not the first time that he's been involved in disciplinary issues. When he was very, very young at Man City, he also wasn't part of many games, or even if it was preseason, let's say, because of disciplinary issues of like playing time and such. So it's not the first time, but none of it is as big as what it is now. So now he's stuck in a situation where him and Erik ten Hag are in a very bad situation, and it's bad. It's definitely bad for the fans. This is not something you would want to see if you're a Manchester United fan, because he's one of your star boys, one of your youngsters, the most promising players out there, and he's there stuck with this little disciplinary, well, I say little, it's a pretty big issue, but he's stuck there with a disciplinary issue that just seems that it's never going to end. And it's been said that the only way he'll be able to return to that United squad is if he apologizes to Erik ten Hag, which it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. There's a lot of stuff, probably some things that we do not know, that is behind the scenes, as per all cases in football. If I had an opinion on this, is that I think Jadon Sancho should leave Manchester United for his own good. Doesn't seem like his future is looking good at United unless an agreement can be settled between both sides. But as for now, it definitely does look like Manchester United just doesn't want anything to do with him. Is he going to play more games this season? There's been rumors that apparently United are looking for another winger to replace Sancho. I don't know what's going on with them. Clearly, I don't know if they want to just completely get rid of him. It's a very sticky situation, but if I was Jadon Sancho and I would get treated like that, I think I would leave the club. He's been under criticism a lot recently. He was found playing games of FIFA while United were playing Bayern and such. Just a lot of things, like I said, behind the scenes that we do not know, but it's not good for both sides. It's not good for Sancho. It's not good for Manchester United. There's really two options here. I'm stating the obvious, but either they're going to have to find an agreement to fix this because Jadon Sancho is a talented player. It would really suck for United to get rid of a player like that. Or the second option is, well, Sancho just leaves and finds a club that will treat him well. Maybe he can come back to Borussia Dortmund. I don't know. That's just a little example there. But regardless of where he goes, I think he does deserve better. I think he's a fantastic, talented player. And we're all stuck in this dilemma of who's right and wrong. But if we keep staying in this dilemma, it's never going to actually get fixed. So I think something has to happen in the near future. Either him leaving or them fixing the relationship, because you definitely feel like there's some tension. It's just a very awkward situation to be in both sides. This is what I think about the Jadon Sancho dilemma. I believe he should leave. That's what I would personally do if I was in his position. But again, I'm not a footballer, so my opinion doesn't really matter. But I definitely think United have to do better as well. You don't treat a player like that. And I don't like the way Erik Ten Hag approached that. I don't think things like that should be said, regardless of if it's true or not. I think those kind of things must be settled behind the scenes, but regardless, it's public now. So that's the Jadon Sancho dilemma, guys. I want to know what you guys think about it. Do you guys think Jadon Sancho should leave? Do you guys think it's going to get fixed? Is he going to get more playing time at United? Let me know down in the comment section down below or on my socials. Like I said, this was a nice video to make. I really do hope things get better for Jadon Sancho because he is a fantastic player. I, as a avid watcher of the Bundesliga, have watched a ton of Jadon Sancho. I know how good he is, and I know how good he can also be. I'll leave it on that. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like the video, join all my socials, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt.